Hey, it's Russ Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. This is episode 12 of Cointract Island, our Fate Core action horror campaign. In the last last episode, our intrepid heroes fought off a swarm of giant beetles sent by the leftover cyborg that the group thought they had destroyed, but turns out they didn't. But they're on boats now. There's a whole minigun sequence. Some quick time events. It was a whole thing. But now they're on their way. They're past the lighthouse on the northern shore of the island, if you look at the map, and are on their way to rendezvous with Hathor, Venus, and the other dryads. So actually that is a question. So one thing you do know, because you've already seen one of these boats, is that there is there's at least some ships, fishermen boats that have been commandeered by gangsters from nearby islands, from the mainland to rob any fleeing ships, especially yacht-sized ships, which you have one. You have two ships, your larger yacht called the Sea Jester, and then a smaller patrol boat called Komodo. I guess the three of you need to figure out how you're going to deal with that. Or, I mean, you could literally just call Hathor, tell her to meet you on the beach, get her on the boat, and say good luck and be on your way. But
didn't I? I did a solid for them last session, I think. Where I good.
You did do with the one on the southern coast. Let's see here. So you can contact them and ask for information about the northern shore. That is true. You did contact them and asked for help, but you don't know if the northern boat is with the same organization or likely to honor a favor from the boat that you contacted. So,
all right.
Yeah. Possible. So you could make a contacts roll to radio the southern boat and find out more information.
Let's see.
Because I forgot what is exactly you did to help them. You talked to them.
We talked to them. They were going to come and essentially board us under the guise of giving us help. And I was like, hey, we both know what's going on here, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, you fuck off because we got a minigun, but I get it. Everybody's got their grift.
Yeah.
And I basically put in a word for them with the, if you could call it the Cointract Coast Guard or what the hell ever they have going on.
Oh, the mercenaries.
To let them through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you could call in that favor and talk to them and see what's up. See if you're
Okay. Yeah. So, and I've also got talk the talk. I can use burglary in place of contacts whenever I'm dealing with other thieves and burglars.
Oh, well, yeah, this definitely applies. So,
yep.
Yeah. Very, very good stunt there.
All right. So I'm contacting the South Shore Pirates, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna ring them up.
Oh,
baby, that's gonna be a 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna ring them up, but I'm gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, you remember me, right?"
Yeah. We can hear the. It's good to hear that you're still afloat. Your arsenal on that ship is pretty loud. It can be heard from a long ways away.
We ran into a bit of trouble, but what can I say? We blew him away. Anyway, that's a whole reason I was calling is you in cahoots with the guys up on the North Shore? You run the same band? You got each other's numbers? What's going on here?
Oh, we know them, but they're not like under us. They're sort of
adjacent.
Yeah, colleagues. So we can't we're not gonna shoot each other or anything. And we kind of divvied up the island, but they're not exactly they're looking for their own
all right,
they're doing their own fishing. Yeah, so
I get it.
Yeah.
So I got the question for you then.
Mm-hmm.
we are going to be sending this cruise ship up on out of here through the north.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to make sure that the cruise ship gets, past their net, so to speak. Do you got anything, I could signal to them, signal to the North Shore guys, or, any dirt on them? Anything like that?
Well, I mean, they've already put money into, to pay for the fuel and the supplies, and they're risking their lives to be out here in these waters. They got to walk away with something, I can put in a word. You could talk to them and arrange something. They're probably going to want something though. Nothing for free, right? So, but you give them enough, they could even help, make sure your friends, make it there, make sure nobody, in a uniform notices them or pays attention to them or not, maybe they just leave them alone, but like either way, they're going to want something. They're not going to just go away for nothing, but I could put a good word in. They'll be courteous in their negotiations, But
I get it. Nothing for free, but anything for a price, huh?
You got it.
All right. Yeah, I suppose that sounds good. You know the guy personally? You got, like I said, you got any dirt on him? I won't press too hard. Just, always nice to have a bit of a leg up.
Well, his he just goes by John, but like his nickname is actually Mama's Boy because he
Mama's Boy.
Well, it's because he snitched on his mom and to get out of a prison sentence, and everyone hated his mom. She was man. The stories about her. She foul mouthed, cheated everyone.
Sounds like my kind of girl.
Yeah, well, she's in prison now. But anyways, so no one feels for ratting on her. That was actually like, all right, yeah, that was good. So everyone gives him shit for literally selling out his own mother. So we call him Mama's Boy. He don't like that, but and he didn't hear it from me, but that's definitely going to rile him up. So use that as you will.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, well, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Stay cool out there.
Yeah, no, thanks for the contact. We're actually talking to them. Those people at the resort. We ain't particular in how we earn our money, so they got some work for us. So yeah.
All right.
So but also with your great role, so that it's not, you don't necessarily have to bribe them, but you're either going to have to trick them, fight them, or bribe. Like
right.
Like either lure them away and then have they're in a fishing boat. The sea jester is a civilian yacht. You're not sure which one would actually win in a chase. So because neither one is built for speed. So you could trick them. You could obviously fight or intimidate them, or you could go up and negotiate with them and get them to just fuck off. But that's sort of up to you. Or of course you could just, Hathor, I'm sure if you tell her, she might have ideas.
She'll just solve it.
Yeah, she'll probably try to kill them all. So, which may or may not go well. The three of you could sort of figure out what you want to do. You also, do you want to wait until nightfall to do the pickup, or do you want to do it now? It's right now. Let's see here. It is late afternoon. Yeah, I'd say it's like 4:00. So you got a couple more hours before nightfall. But satellite. If there's any drones or satellites watching the island, they might spot a tree walking out.
What do you girls think?
That's a good point.
What do you girls think? Should we cut the deal before nightfall, but then put the plant on the ship, on nightfall, just kind of blocking everything out?
I think that sounds like the best. Bleh. It sounds like the best plan.
You already got Hathor on the mind, huh?
Look.
Oh, wait, I'm looking. What are we gonna do with you?
Claire just looks up. It's like, what's going on? Are you okay, Aava?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
She's one
Definitely
of them.
keeping it together.
She's one of them goyles that likes goyles.
Oh, well, I guess I wasn't really there to see this Hathor person.
What do you what's with the whole stammering, Claire? You anti-LGBT?
No, I didn't.
Are you? You're a journalist, so that's some press for you right there. I bet.
No. I just haven't met this Hathor. I don't know what she looks like.
All right. Giving you a hard time.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna cut a deal with some pirates.
Okay. Felicia, any thoughts?
You know what? I feel like so there were all those people that were in the workers part, right?
The workers, yeah, there is the little island off the north coast.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure we could do something, like because they don't care how they get money. Like they don't care if it's piracy or like legitimate work. Like I'm sure we could get them to offload stuff to just ferry those people. Because like definitely the workers don't want to be on the fucking island. So.
Not on the tiny island. Yeah, they probably don't have that much in the way of supplies. You do have the contact info for the people back at the neighborhood. Let me look it up. Let's see. Min, the organizer at the Worker Center, and since you helped them secure the neighborhood and drove out, the accelerators, she would you could introduce them to the pirates, and then So you could that would actually be a good thing to do.
All right. Which of us, I can't remember memories. Memory's not as good as it used to be. Which of us got on best with old Min?
I think I was the one that was talking to her mostly.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you wanna give the gal a ring?
Yeah. I think I actually still have the radio she gave me. Because I don't recall going back to give it back.
No, you didn't go back to the worker center. You basically went to the supermarket, then to the fitness center, and then you killed the booster chimera, and then you just went all the way to the resort. So never look back. But yeah, you can call Min.
I'll hit her up on the radio.
Hello, Aava?
Yeah, hey, Min, you interested in getting all these workers off the worker island?
Yes.
By any chance?
Yes. Why so you found a ship for us?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
We're working on a deal. We can probably get someone to ferry them to the island.
Okay.
So if you have a place you could meet them.
Okay, so you talk about directions a little bit. And you can look at the map yourself and see, they're in the middle, and the pirates. So they're in the middle of the island, and right now the pirates are going to be
rough.
Yeah, so they would have to go through the forest to some degree, no matter where.
Mm-hmm.
The road, the closest road goes all the way to the security compound, and you have no idea what's going on there.
No, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. So actually, it seems about the same area where you're meeting Hathor would be there. They'd have to trek through the forest some, but so you can give me a lore check. I'll use that to sort of general planning and logistics.
That's a 3.
Okay. So with that, you kind of think of it. It's kind of like a logic problem, right? Like the farmer with the sheep and the fox and the blah 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 on one side of the river, and you can only take one across there. So it's so if you talk to the pirates and get them on your side, basically have Hathor leave first, so that no one sees them, Hathor and the Dryads, and then the pirates can come in as Hathor is leaving, and then the workers can rendezvous Min and the people in the neighborhood can rendezvous with the pirates and take people from the workers' barracks. So, but you need to get Hathor out of the way first before this stretch of beach is actually about the safest place on the island. It looks like from what you have. I mean, you don't know what the state is on the eastern side of the island at all. So, you would. So that's the first thing is just getting Hathor out of the way so no one freaks out.
Yep. All right. So that sounds like the plan.
Okay.
So
is it you want to negotiate? So it sounds like you definitely want to negotiate with the pirates.
Oh, for sure. Yep. I should not be the one doing that.
Okay.
All right, Aava, I'm opening up a comm with the pirates. If you want to go ahead and just talk to them for me, since it seems like you got. I'm just joshing you. I would never do that. Oh, can you imagine? All right.
I can imagine. That's why I don't want to be the one to do it.
Okay. So Indy, you go on the radio and you ask for the let's see here. The Basket Star, which is the name you've been also told that's the name of the fishing boat that the pirates are using on the northern shore. So that's Johnny's boat, John's boat, and you hear voices like, "Oh, this is John with the Basket Star. Do you need rescue?"
Hey, no, we don't need rescue, but we got some folks that might be interested in a little bit of shuffling around.
Okay.
I come recommended as it is by your buddies in the south.
Oh yeah, we heard that.
I was the one that cut them that deal.
Yeah, Indy, is it? Is that that's who you are?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, yeah.
Do me a favor and forget that name. But
so there's two things to negotiate for. One, letting the yacht leave, and then the having the pirates help the workers. So
yes.
Now, Aava Min does tell you that they can get some money and resources by sending the workers out to loot the neighborhood. So, but that will probably only pay for their own uses. It's definitely not going to pay for the yacht.
I will get that message across to Indy, and then I'm sure we can come up with something to pay them with.
Yeah. So, it sounds like you want some of your friends want to leave the island without, and we do help people leave the island, but that kind of protection costs money.
Yeah, it costs money, yada, 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 yada. We know the whole spiel. So, look, do you want upfront payment? Do you want payment on the side? Do you want payment before and after? Like, what are the details here, buddy?
Well, payment upfront would be very nice.
Sure.
Yeah. So, if you want, why don't you can meet us in the water and you can hand us off. Like, how many people are we talking about? Is it just the one boat leaving?
I look at Aava and I'm like, how many people?
I think they're only going to have the one boat, so it's just going to be one boat.
Just the one boat.
Okay. So how about $100,000?
How much have we earned total so far?
Oh God, so much.
Yeah.
I need to find my notes.
So we also have the gold bar, which is 27 pounds.
Jesus.
Gold bar. Let's see, gold price. Let's just look at today's gold price. Let's see here. Per pound. It's $22,000 per pound. So
oh, that's quite a bit of money then.
Yeah.
Did he say 100K?
Yeah.
We have a handbag that's worth 100K.
Well, that's going to be so your gold bar is conservatively worth almost $600,000 retail.
Yeah.
If you get full price. The thing is, he's going to want things that are not cash. He is going to discount. Like, he is not going to accept retail price for a handbag. So,
absolutely.
So basically, you start talking about price. This will just be an opposed rapport check, Indy.
What if we just give him the gold bar because it's gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, gold is an easily movable amount of money that does not have legal complications.
Yeah. Do you want to offer up the gold bar?
Hey, that's $400,000 extra. What are you thinking about?
Well, I mean,
we could just weigh it out.
Yeah.
Like it is gold.
You're gonna
You can just take a chunk off of it.
You could cut. Yeah, you could give him half a gold bar.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. This sounds a little bit better. You two can give me a fucking heart attack. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll radio over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's half of 27?
13.5.
All right. How does 13.5 pounds of gold sound?
That sounds very good.
Yeah. So about what I figured. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're a legit operator. We'll take that. We'll give it a very wide berth, and it'll be like it was never there. So
hey, that's what I like to hear.
Of course, we can make no promises for when it gets out in international waters, et cetera, et cetera. But it'll be able to leave the waters of the island without a problem. So
Perfect.
great.
Look, just as long as you don't fuck us, I am a happy camper.
Sure. Is there anything else?
Is that it? I think. Was that it?
Well, the workers.
Yeah.
Oh, right. What do we want to do? So, okay. You're just gonna give him the whole gold bar to deal with the whole fucking everything?
Well, the workers said that they could get together some money.
Yeah, there are a bunch
Right.
of houses in the neighborhood that they could break into
Yeah.
and find pocket watches and jewelry and shit like that.
So maybe we just put him in touch with men.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically,
All right,
this will definitely require a rapport check to like, this is a good deal.
Right.
You should do this.
All right. So, buddy, you're gonna walk away from this deal 13.5 pounds richer, am I right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. So, I got an opportunity for you to make even more fucking money. We got a bunch of motherfucker. I'm gonna spend a fate point. I'm just gonna re-roll it. Fuck that.
Okay.
There we go. That's a 3.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of people that need transport. They're gonna pay their own way. Leader by the name of Min.
Mm-hmm.
Up on that workers' compound. You interested in the job?
Well, I mean, yeah, if they have resources, we can definitely. We have seen some lights up on those worker barracks, the little island. Yeah, if they need transportation, we can provide that. I'm sure they can find. And if you're saying these people are legitimate, they're not. They're going to be cooperative and everything. Then yeah, I think we can. I think we can work out a deal. I just don't want.
So long as you cooperate with them, they're gonna cooperate with you. I don't want, no roughhousing.
Right? Yeah, we just don't want panicky idiots.
No, these are the smart people on the island.
All right, that's good to hear. So yeah, we'll just come out, meet us at these coordinates, and you can give us the payment for your friend to leave, and I'll start radioing this Min person.
All right. Now, hold on, just a second.
Yeah.
Claire, come here.
Yeah. Hi. Yes.
Would you pay us extra to get an interview with the pirate?
Well, yeah, that would be great.
All right, great. All right. So, John.
Uh-huh.
We got a kind of a, situation on the island is what you'd call it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't set foot on shore, but it seems pretty wild from what we've seen.
Oh, let me tell you, it is wild, buddy. We came from on shore. It is a nightmare. Now, you a fan of the morning paper?
No.
Nobody is.
That's right.
It's all online these days.
Yeah.
How would you feel if anonymously you could get the word out about some shit that's going on here? You know, really fucking lay it on these eggheads that started this whole mess.
I don't know. All right, roll rapport.
All right. That's a 1.
You know what? Actually, yeah, I think I could see an angle for you that.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Always an angle. Get your head in front of an audience, and then, you you just gotta work it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, John, we will meet you at the coordinates, etc., etc. Looking forward to shaking hands over this whole situation and being on our way.
Yeah. All right. So the only question is now how are you going to cut the gold in half?
Aava, how are you gonna cut the gold in half?
I have so many tools.
Well, which tool? I mean, gold is a very soft metal, but it is still metal, and it is.
Yeah. Just fucking. You can do that shit with a pair of bolt cutters.
Okay, yeah. Give me a
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Physique's easy. That's a 6.
Okay. You actually do cut it. Actually, it looks pretty much in half. You don't have any scales handy, or do you?
It's close enough.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks like it weighs about 13.5 pounds. Yeah, no, you actually did pretty well cutting it with bolt cutters. You've got a bit of gold glitter on the. Bolt.
Damn, you're a natural.
Yeah.
It's the cybernetics.
So, the baskets are you see it approach. Another fishing boat. There's a bunch of grim-faced fishermen. Very very tan, leathery skin, lots of cuts on their hands. And then there are the dudes in slightly better clothing, gold chains, casually slung AKs and pistols, sunglasses, and smoke vaping. Actually, yeah.
No respect for tradition.
Yeah. There's more fishermen than gangsters, that's for sure. But they you tie up to each other using the Komodo. And you hand over.
I wait to see which one John goes for. Like, who does he think the one that cut the deal is?
So he kind of looks. Well, actually, he looks at you, Indy. He kind of looks at Felicia, and then looks at Aava, and just like, looks at you. Well, you're the. I mean, it's like, well, you must be the. It's pretty easy to see what their specialties are.
Yeah.
I
was curious which one of us you'd pick. Hey, so gotta ask, why the basket star?
Oh, it's a thing. It's a type of critter. The fishermen pull up in nets. It's supposed to be like if you get a living basket star, it's good luck. At least among the captain who owned this vessel thought so.
Hey, that makes sense. You kind of pulled up basket star today, didn't you?
Exactly. Yeah, good steady work. It's better than there were a couple of good scores in the first day, but they've kind of dried up. Seems everybody who has a boat who wanted to leave has left.
Well, let me tell you, everyone else is dead.
No, there's a lot of life on the island. There's a lot of lights. There's still a lot of screaming, but seems I'm guessing everybody's trying to find out. Well, I don't want to say ripping the copper wiring out, but it looks like there's something bigger going on, and that's why we haven't set foot on shore, because without knowing where the real money is, it's not worth risking your life to try and.
Yeah. Let me just kind of give you an idea of what's on shore. Just in case that could inform your future decisions. I'm gonna pull up a picture of the giant fucking maw thing.
Oh yeah, it's like he looks at it and shows it to the others, and there's some appreciative whistles and some grunts. One fisherman crosses himself, and starts praying to Mary.
Yeah, that was the prettiest one we saw.
Yeah. Well, that's why we like dealing with people on a boat out at shore. It's a lot easier to see things coming at you.
So long as they're above water, huh?
Yeah. So, what's this about doing an interview or something?
Oh, yeah. Our friend Claire is, she's got the recording equipment, so just step on over, talk to Claire, and,
come
it'll
here.
be sorted out.
Yeah, it'd be great. You can just I'll be happy to talk about all kinds of stuff for you. But if you this will probably these interviews take a long time. You go off and see your friends off. Well, you can come back later. So you can give me all an empathy check.
I don't even need to do an empathy check to know what's going on here. Felicia, can you empathy this?
So that's a 5.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a 4.
Yeah. So with that, you realize John's actually looking at Claire's recording equipment. He just said he doesn't know what's worth going on the island that's worth the money to risk his life, and Claire is walking on board his ship right now with a couple devices worth of data about what's really valuable on the island. So and he's telling you all to leave while he does the interview with Claire. So looks like he is. It seems clear that he wants to interrogate Claire about what's going on the island rather than actually interview. So
yeah,
you can. So it's a delicate situation. You need the pirates' help, but you can't. So you can't just threaten them. But yeah, how do you want to respond?
Felicia, do you want to respond or do you want me to respond?
So I obviously I get where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, oh, yeah, if you want spendy stuff off the island, we know all about where that is. You see, it's this little compound, right? Like right where the power station is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real easy to get in there because there's 30 or 40 dudes with rifles who are having a bad time. But first, you got to go half a mile inland where there are dogs that are part bird that have learned to speak human language. And if you don't get through them, there are these little ferrets, but they've been hopped up on these booster chemicals, so they're all super fast and they can take apart a man in 2-3 seconds. Anyway, you get past all of that, and then there is some psycho made out of rocket launcher parts who's hunting down everyone with a pulse. But if you get past all of that, yeah, there's tons of stuff you could pull out money for. So let's see, what do you guys got here? Fishermen and pirates. Yeah, that worked fine.
Oh, don't forget about the fucking moose that mind controls people.
You should show him the video of the ferrets running into the moose.
Oh yeah! Oh, you'll love this one, man. You'll love this one.
So good.
I pop up in the video of the ferrets eating a man alive. 0 seconds flat.
Yeah, on the other hand, we really need to be working. I don't want to do the interview. We'll just stay on the boat. Claire looks a little disappointed and confused as she missed the point, but it's like, okay, I guess not. Yeah, that's fine. The pirates look a bit off-put by the genetically engineered killing machines on the island. With that, do you want to wait until dark to pick up Hathor, or do you want to?
When do you want to see your fucking girlfriend, Aava?
I mean, it makes sense to pick them up after dark because we don't want the satellites to catch them or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta wait till the parents are asleep.
Exactly.
Okay. So you message Hathor and let her know that you'll be picking her up at right after dark, at 8:00. So you got a couple hours to kill before then. Yeah, you can just kind of like put down anchor and take a break, eat some food. Yeah.
Right. So you said we got a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
I would like to start digging through Felicia's technical manual.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh my
right.
god.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Neko cosmetic and enhancement surgery and cybernetic suite user maintenance and enhancement manual. Yeah, version point 0.5.
And all that like nice top secret stuff that we stole from them.
0.5? This is still in pre-alpha?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. There are. I mean, this Felicia's what, the seventh person to go through it. So yeah, the first one to make it this far out of the hospital. So
Oh my god.
it's a little bit murky. So yeah, you start reading there. What do you try to figure out?
I think right now I just want to get kind of a fuller picture of all of her cybernetic enhancements, perhaps.
Okay. Give me a lore check. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
All right, that's a 5.
Okay, yeah. Based also on the scans, though, there are things that are in that Felicia has that are not in.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, the extent of Felicia's enhancements. There's a lot for the tail, obviously, and a lot of sensory upgrades. Especially for the ears. I forgot, Felicia. Do you have whiskers as well? Or is it just the cat ears and the?
No, it's just cat ears and tail. It's just full Nekomimi.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot for the ears, but there's also a lot of stuff under the hood to enhance balance, coordination, speed. Sort of also like something about enhancing muscle growth while muscle density. More. So she retains her sleek shape while being extremely strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a lot more than what you would think, and not a lot of stuff for like someone who is you thought this was going to be like a social, entertainment host kind of thing, someone to be gracious and charming, and there's not a lot for that. Actually, it's very physical. And so yeah, there's already a mismatch there. But yeah, so that's what you're reading up on. And so you get a temporary aspect read up on cat girl specs that so you can activate that anytime this session to give yourself or give Felicia +2 on some kind of roll, or invoke a story detail. So, but while you're reading up on that, because it's very dense stuff, Felicia, what are you going to be doing as you're waiting to pass some time?
So we're waiting for Hathor. We're looking up stuff on me.
Well, I mean, you have both boats you have access to, and you can be looking up stuff on you. You can be doing whatever you want. You can eat, sleep.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna eat and sleep. I'm probably just gonna rest. I'm gonna slam some taurine. I'm gonna drink that cougar juice, and then I'm just gonna take a nap.
Okay.
Because you never know when I'm gonna have to man the minigun again.
Yeah. So there is some food on the yacht on the Sea Gesture. What do you find? They had a refrigerator. And they have a little
it's probably like a bunch of like potatoes and like tangerines and stuff. Like it's like food that you make into other food. So like Felicia's probably just like frying some potatoes and then just like stuffing whole oranges in her mouth.
Okay. Felicia suddenly realizes how hungry she is. She's been burning a lot of calories over the last couple of days. You need some starches and some carbs to regain some of that energy.
Eating like 4 tins of Spam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of Spam.
Hey,
So,
Felicia, this manual says you need to eat about 1 3/4 times as much as a normal human of your size.
So what's that in cheeseburgers? Like 2 cheeseburgers?
Yeah, like that.
All right, I get to get 2 cheese. Can you get this can open for me? Just slap it down. Yeah, right in the grease there. Yeah, brown it on both sides. Yeah.
so yeah, Claire's found some granola bars, and is frantically writing notes, in her little laptop, trying to keep up with everything she's seen and heard, trying to back up photos and video. Well, she does have the sat phone, so she does have an outside internet connection, and she's frantically trying to send JPEGs up through it, that very slow hotspot tethered hotspot. So, Indy, what are you doing in the downtime?
I'm gonna set a death flag and look at photos of my kit. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Probably trying to find like schematics of the power place that we're going to.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that would be a useful thing to do. How would Indy try and do that?
Gonna take the most direct route first and ask Richard and Rachel or whatever their names are.
Oh, Roger and Rachel. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a context check.
And can I use burglary because they're lawyers?
You know what? Sure.
All right. So that will be, I think, a 4. Yes, a 4.
Okay. Yeah. You do that. You talk to them briefly, and they send over some PDFs of the blueprints that they have access to. Now, they aren't engineers, so they're kind of random which ones they found. They kind of just did a search for power plant, plans.
They searched the Cointract Dropbox or whatever.
Basically. They didn't quite exactly send you everything, though. They're not that dumb since that one lawyer did that. So so you have the power plant specs and everything. So you can give me if you want to case it, you could make a burglary check.
Oh yeah, it'll be a 3.
Okay, with a 3, what do you want to figure out? The best way to approach it from land or from shore, or from the water or from the land?
So our goal is kind of nebulous, right? Like right now, it's just kind of like figure out what's going on.
Yep.
I guess I want to see what are going to be the best vantage points for entering at like a high level, so that we can like see into the power plant. So, I mean, I assume if it's a power plant, it probably has like wide open areas.
Yeah, actually, I forgot to upload. Well, here's the map. I actually here it is.
Oh boy.
Yep. So that's what.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's like a dome off to the side, and then the main power plant area. Oh shit! And there's a fucking.
Yeah, there's a bioelectric backup generator. Seems odd to you. You've never heard of that. That's definitely not mentioned in any of the public materials about this plant.
Don't like that.
It's fenced off. The actual facility itself is fenced off, like any power plant would be. And because but you realize it's probably undermanned, so there are probably going to be holes in the fence surveillance that you would be able to cut in through. But from the shore, if you're willing to climb up the cliff, there would be spots off to the side that you could get very close to the facility. So it depends on if you're willing to climb up get the boat close enough so that you can swim to the cliffs and then climb up it, you would be able to sneak in. But there are also not shown on the map, but there are a number of cell phone and radio towers in the vicinity that you could, from outside the fence line, that you could climb up and get a vantage point and see a lot of what's going on.
Hey, Aava.
Yeah.
Your boss works here, right? Works at the fucking power plant or whatever.
That is where I suspect he is.
Yeah. From all the way in the first session, the people.
Maxwell or something.
Slam McGibbons.
Slam McGibbons. Yep.
Slam McGibbons.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Can I just try and call Slam McGibbons?
Sure.
I got his number.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. I'll call Slam McGibbons.
Aava, you're still
Yeah.
alive. Great.
Why wouldn't I be?
It's just I've heard there's so much crazy stuff going on. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, the local networks are crazy. Like the people that are still on them, there's a lot more.
Mhm.
The Cointract Discord is getting the SOS thread. It's really hopping.
Yeah,
lots
I
of-
saw that.
I'm in this location and they're breaking down the door. Please help me. The barricades aren't holding. I could hear them at the walls. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, you're at the Wave Power Plant, right? Have you seen our boss?
Yeah. I don't think we ever, out of character, ever gave the IT director a name.
No, we did not.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the IT director himself is here. He's sort of taken over the facility to make sure that the power is he's very convinced if we lose power on the island, it would be utterly catastrophic. So that's
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Listen, do you think you could let him know I'm trying to get in touch with him? He did want me to come back to the island.
Oh yeah. I will pass on word. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. In fact, here, let me. I can message him while I talk to you. Like, okay. Oh, he just responded to me. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hang up now. He wants to call you.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a little brief flashback vignette. So, Aava,
Hell yeah.
what does the IT director look and sound like?
I think he is a very tall man and is, I think like weirdly soft spoken for how extremely intimidating he comes off.
Okay. So kind of like, okay, so I'm picturing like a tall, like Michael Douglas in Falling Down, but soft spoken. So like Buzz, hair. Have you seen the movie Falling Down?
I have not.
Okay, so it's about
I'm going to
works
look
at
this up real
yeah.
quick.
It's a dude who works as an engineer in a company, and he gets fired, so he goes on a shooting rampage.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah. Yeah. So he doesn't. He's always very soft spoken, but he has that like IBM company man style to him.
Yeah.
And so he
He insists on only being called the director.
hello, Aava.
Hello, director.
Yes. I'm. Are all of your implants intact and operational?
They are.
That is.
In fact, I just recently acquired a nice upgrade.
Oh. Well, what serial number? What model number is it? I've been very
56-187B.
Oh, yes. That is a... Yes, I see how that would fit your personality.
Mm-hmm.
It would not be what I would choose, though. But I am thinking of the XT25, but that is... Yes. Well, Aava, it is very satisfactory to hear that you are intact and operational. I would like you to report to duty as soon as possible. In fact, I'm going to send you a link to an app I need you to run for me. I need you to head to this this cell phone repeater tower outside our facility and activate this app from a high point of elevation. There is a rogue ferret swarm in the area, and we need that to help secure the base. And this is a takeover app to help secure. We believe it'll allow us to take over the swarm without having the requisite token. So you cannot harm the swarm. We need it, but we need you to take it over. That is,
Of course.
yes.
Probably the soonest I'll be able to get to the area is either very late tonight or tomorrow morning, but I will be there and I will run this app for you.
Very well. Do you and if you have subcontractors with you, we can talk with them evaluate them when they get here. But
I do. Yes.
I'm making a note not to dock you for being absent without leave, given these circumstances. If you can complete the task at hand, that is very important that you do.
I appreciate your consideration. It is very gracious.
We'd hate to have for you to have a black mark on your record. You understand?
Oh, absolutely.
Very good. I will talk to you at a later date. Hangs up.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seriously gonna run that fucking app, are you?
I'm gonna look into what it does first. But I do have us weigh in.
I don't know about that. That guy scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a lot.
Absent without Lee. I want to walk in there and give him a piece of my mind for you.
Yeah, well, he promised me a very large bonus to come back to the island, and I would very much like to collect.
Mm-hmm.
How large?
Like cover most of my arm large.
Actually, you do get a follow-up text message from him, the director,
Mhm.
very shortly. Asking the exact model number for your implant, and he says, so he's asking to confirm that. So but he's like, good, I'll make the necessary changes to the suit.
What?
Oh, fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
I don't know what he's talking about.
So yeah, the app comes in. Yeah, It is meant to be run through your cybernetic OS.
That makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, you can give me a burglary check to hack it, to basically reverse engineer, analyze it.
Yeah. All right. That's fuck. What's 2 plus 3? That's 5.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah. So you realize it's using an exploit in the cybernetic interface software for the Cointractors, and basically wiping it out, and it creates its own token, just kind of a blank token, and so basically it's rewriting what authorizes it. What is the token that controls this particular swarm? So, but it's custom made for this particular Fear Swarm. This app will not work on anything else. You would have to, and this is the compiled version. You're not able to. You had to have that roll in order to figure that out much. But you realize, that the IT director has access to intimate knowledge of the cybernetic software in order to build such an exploit. And theoretically,
he probably wrote most of it.
The kind of knowledge you would need to send out something across the entire network to reset every Cointractor's control, thus making all of them rogue, or something like that. So, a bit sus. Or the thing is, he has to make a unique app for every single creature. Theoretically, he could do it for Bowie and Choppy, if he decided to. So you might want to obfuscate their network names and that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So you can take those necessary precautions without having to make a check. But basically, if he basically now that you're alerted to it, it'll be a contested roll. If it comes to that, not an automatic. Aha. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Like pull Aava in.
Yeah.
Ain't our pal Felicia technically one of them Cointractors?
Aava, at this point, no. She runs.
Yeah.
There is something weird with
more
her.
Research.
Yeah. You would actually at this point.
Okay, good.
Dr. Liu would have to do exploratory surgery to access those unknown modules under those subdermal implants, or you'd have to get more firsthand information. But whatever Felicia is unique.
Given as this wasn't his project, I suspect he probably doesn't know enough about it to do what you're suggesting, but I can't say for sure.
All right. So long as the cat stays in the bag.
Yeah. I'm worried about some of the things that they've put in her, but
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
said it, not me.
Hey-o. Yeah, the next few hours pass as you pour over information and blueprints and have some interesting conversations. And the yacht fills with the scent of fried spam and mangoes, and potatoes, and
Ripe mangoes? Are these ripe mangoes? We're getting spoiled.
Yeah. The ship was pretty stocked before you left, apparently. So the night falls, and you can bring the sea jester. Well, there's a little raft for it, but the and it's fortunately a cloudy night. So you see Hathor, Venus, the other dryads, and let's see here, who is the name of the Zyla, who was the remember the engineer who's building the rocket for Hathor. She's coming with them because she loves Hathor.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are all there. They're all bringing some supplies, except for Hathor, who is, just being herself. And yeah, they see the three of you. And as they are boarding, Aava, Hathor looks at you, Aava, and says, "Thank you so much. It is good to know there are good people left in the world."
Of course.
When we find a safe place, I'll send word to you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I will be worried the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll be worried about you the entire time. You could come with us right now.
Unfortunately, I still have business on the island.
I
As
just
much as I would love to go with you.
I just hope it won't be the end of you. It is. I fear the worst is yet to come. And Indy, the Venus, says in the and Felicia takes out her phone and starts talking with the TikTok voice generator. Thank you so much for actually keeping your word. I have to express I was surprised that you did this. This means so much to us. I cannot thank you enough. I will even give you a hug if that is what you want.
I'm not in for that lovey-dovey mushy stuff. Just forward that to Felicia there for me.
Oh yeah, big hug. Everybody in. Yeah. Cat girl time.
There are some very lingering hugs between the dryads and Hathor and Felicia, and I assume Aava too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So they get on board the Sea Jester, and they say, "We can't tell you." Zyla says, "We can't tell you where we're going exactly because security and all that, but we will as soon as we find a safe place, we'll let you know." No one's done more for us than you have, and we will. You all stay alive too. We when this is all over, we will all have to meet together and actually celebrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of you watch. All of you crowd onto the Komodo, which is again a 30-foot craft. So with all 6 of you on board, it is a bit crowded. And especially with Bowie, Choppy. Choppy has to be very careful.
I've instructed him to stay exactly centered.
He is a big boy. But fortunately, you used all the minigun ammo, so that offset your weight a little bit. So, the yacht speeds off into the night, and you can resume your journey to the power plant. So. At this point, it would be faster to go around the other side of the island instead of going back the way you came. But Yeah, actually, that's the question. Do you want to go back the way you came because you know that area a little better? Do you want to continue to circle the island to get to the wave power plant?
I would vote for circling the island further, at least so we can kind of get a feel for what's going on shore. But
yeah,
Oh yeah, now there's only one boat, so who's piloting it?
I'll let Aava drive.
Okay.
You were driving the other
Okay.
one, right?
yeah,
Well, so off you
I
go.
do have drive too.
So yeah, you head off. You see the security compound. There's a few lights on and some. It's hard to tell. Maybe some smoke, but it doesn't seem to be very active. But you can give it a wide berth pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then you continue on, and then you can see, you come around to the primary lab, and that's also seems to be pretty deserted. Although you can hear some sort of large creature howling in the distance, a roar of triumph or pain. It's hard to tell if you've never. And it's
Probably fine.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's fine. That's definitely okay. Definitely not going to be a problem.
and definitely doesn't sound like anything you've encountered before, actually. So,
Great.
uh-huh. And but all of you can give me notice checks.
Fuck.
Oh, finally. I got a 1.
Why were you so excited and then you get a 1?
'Cause I'm excited to roll a skill I don't have.
The 3, I got a 3.
Okay, so Indy and Felicia both notice a small group of people on the shore. Past the primary lab, heading towards the power plant at this point. It's also, you're too far. The nightclub's too far inland for you to see, but you can see, like, on that shore between the primary lab and the office park, you can see a small group of people holding up white flags or white cloth and waving them around, trying to get the notice of your boat. You're pretty offshore, so it took a note. You're far enough away that it takes a notice check to notice those people. So yeah.
Well, I haven't noticed them, so.
Okay.
Hey, Aava.
Yeah?
What's going on over there?
Over where?
On the
She'll
fuck-
look.
Use the fucking eyes. Look on the fucking island.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's people.
Hey, waving a white fucking flag at us. I ain't exactly bleeding hot, but can you, I don't know, ping them or something? I don't want to pull up the boat and then get fucking, decimated or whatever by
Yeah, I'll
some
see if
fucking
someone's-
beetles again.
Yeah. I'll see if someone's got, some kind of phone or radio or something. See if I can get a hold of someone on shore.
You do a brief scan and nothing responds. Those people don't seem to have a phone or radio that you can detect.
If they do, they don't have it on.
Right.
Great. All right. You mind pulling up a bit, see what the fuck they want?
Yeah, I can pull us closer.
Okay.
All right.
So you bring the Komodo closer to the point where you can hear it was like, help us, we're here, that kind of thing. It looks like there's two women and a man yelling at you. They look like they're dressed in ragged office clothing or business casual clothing. And they are all frantically trying to get you to get closer.
What do we think, girls?
I mean, they're clearly people from the office place. I don't want to be cold-hearted or whatever, but we should probably just leave.
What do you think, Felicia?
I mean, they could just be literally out to get us, right? There have been lots of stuff that has been out to get us, so I don't know.
Well, Aava, I'm going to compel absent-minded cat's curiosity.
All right, yeah, I'll take a fate point.
Yep.
Let's go see what they want.
Yep.
Fucking robot. God damn it.
They might know what's going. You haven't met anybody who's been to the office complex or the
Yeah.
office park. They might know something.
Oh shit, that's right. They might. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So they, as you get closer, you can see that there's actually a fourth person. The fourth person's on the ground on a, looks like some kind of makeshift stretcher. There's a bloody, bandage, covering their chest. They're like, get closer so we can, they start pointing to the person. It's another man. And yeah, so each of you, what are you going to do? Aava, you're piloting. Are you going to bring it all the way to shore? Now, the Komodo dragon's patrol craft can't actually beach itself and or get very close to shore. It is a very shallow draft. You can get within a couple feet of shore, basically. So I assume you're bringing it in. So
yes,
yeah, medevac these people. So yeah,
say Felicia wanted to be on the minigun just in case, even though we don't have
I was going
ammo.
to say I'm on the minigun.
Okay. Indy, what are you doing? Just sort of standing by.
Yeah, I'm standing by. I guess I'll yell at are we within shouting distance?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Just keep your distance, keep your voices, down or whatever. We've had more than our fair share of people playing innocent and then jumping on us. What the fuck is your deal? We've got a minigun.
Yeah, so let's see. You can give me a empathy check then, Indy, as you're talking to the people and trying to reason with them. Oh, you had an extra bracket at the end, but it still counted, so that's still 2.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. That's a 2.
Yeah. They do look very nervous, especially as you bring up people ambushing us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Man, I swear to God, if you're more people trying to nice their way onto the ship so that they can fucking steal it or whatever, could we just cut the charade?
okay. So there is a bit of blind, all 3 of the people that are standing waving at you to get closer all seem to blank out for a minute and panic, and then a man bursts out from the bushes holding a pistol and points it at one of the women's head behind her. He's like, all right, look, you no one wants to get hurt. You all just get out of the boat, and I'll get on the boat, and that'll be it. Okay, no one has to get hurt.
What do you think is gonna happen here, man? I don't know these people. Felicia, point the minigun at the dude.
You wouldn't kill an innocent civilian to get.
I spin up the minigun.
All right, roll provoke.
I'm gonna. Well, if I use a fate point, that's 2.
Okay. Yeah, with a 2, let's see. He has a +1 on his. Yeah. The man runs into the bushes. Actually snaps fire at you. So he gets a 2 on his attack roll as he jumps in the bushes and fires off a shot at you. You can give me an athletics check to take cover.
That's a 3.
Yeah. So it hits the minigun shield. So and yeah, the ballistic shield, and so the 3 people jump up, just start pick up the wounded person and just start rushing onto your boat. Yeah, it looks like the gunman was holding them hostage to lure a boat in, but he didn't think his plan through too well. So yeah, you have these people on board, and now the ship is very crowded. But yeah, they're very grateful. Are you with the security forces?
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're actually pirates that have been robbing people around the coast.
Oh God, no! Please, we don't have anything. The guy took.
Yeah, we actually rob people and then we chop them up and feed them to our ad zombie.
Oh God! No, please, please!
I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking.
Oh.
I'll pull out away from shore so that this asshole doesn't keep shooting at us.
Yeah, he did not realize the minigun was out of ammo. So Yeah, but yeah, now you're well out of pistol range. You're still heading back to the power plant. Yeah, so you can talk to the people and ask them, what do you want to know about the office park. They were from the office park. The office park has a couple of major features. It has a conference center that is a black pyramid. Here, I'll just give you a map. A black pyramid conference center. It has the Coliseum, which is an open office. So imagine it's styled after the gladiatorial arena, but it's just an open office.
My God.
And then the bill chain office, which is a very strange labyrinth of an office campus. Boxes in irregular shapes folded in on themselves, roof gardens and solar panels. Yeah, just a office complex. It's also a brutalist hell maze.
Now, I can't help but notice.
Yeah.
On this map, you also have pointed out gyroscopic street gliders.
Oh yeah, those are the transportations. Yeah, they go above traffic on rails. So yep, definitely not inspired by a particular company that's infamous on the internet. Definitely not. So yeah, they say that there is, the office, some of the three big buildings have, there are some holdouts. There's still people there, but it's getting very, have you seen the movie Battle Royale? People like got into little groups and turned on each other.
Yeah, that checks out for office workers.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's working out now. Everyone's fighting over resources and each other, while there's things prowling the streets. I think the worst thing though is that we had to leave because we figured out that the nest is nearby. We're not sure exactly where, but the nest is somewhere near that.
Oh, buddy, Lycoside. Hey, Lycoside told us about this.
Oh,
right.
One of the test subjects, and they didn't attack you?
No.
Oh my God.
They're just fucking people, man. They're just scared and hungry.
I guess, well, Liko said he always was an outsider. That's the scientific name for wolf spiders. They liked naming themselves after spiders.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but the nest, was the people who were more conformist and followed more hierarchical social thinking. So they were, it's getting pretty bad in there, but there's still so much so much food, and those places have solar panels that some of those places could just operate independently for a long time, probably. At least I think so. But yeah, we don't know exactly where the nest is, but it's those people I think were looking to take out the competition, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna crouch down. Let me take a look at your buddy here.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to make a lore check to assess his injuries.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4.
Okay. Yeah. He's been shot, but it's a through and through. So he needs blood and treatment. So and he'll live. So you'll need to convince the director to treat these people, or at least him, to take them in. So. Or take them all the way back to the resort or the neighborhood or someplace where they can, be sheltered. But
yeah, great.
Mm-hmm. So, now your boat is very crowded, but you get to the power plant without further incident. So Slam is there on the radio. As soon as you make contact with the plant, it's like, Aava, it's great. I'm so glad you made it. That you're here. So the directors told me that you can bring in anyone with you. Can come in after you do the job. So I.
All right.
Yeah.
Which radio tower was it?
Oh, it's basically right in front of our front gates, about a couple hundred yards back in the jungle forest, unfortunately. But
all right. Of course it is.
Yep. So there's a little dock off to the side that we've unlocked the gate to, so you can use that to get up on shore. So now that's within sight of our position. So yeah, don't try anything. But yeah,
Of course.
yeah. The people can stay on the boat if they don't want to do the job, and we'll let you all in once the job's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know where it is. So how there is a active rogue ferret swarm, basically guarding or treats the entire forest in front of the around the power plant as its territory. They kind of want it back. They don't want to destroy it because they want to use.
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty okay at stealth.
Okay.
How's everyone else at stealth?
Pretty good at stealth, actually. Why, are we really gonna be running this fucking program? I mean, creepy boss?
Like, it's an easy way in.
Yeah, guess, but like, what if it fucking deletes your brain or something?
It's not gonna do that. I looked over what I can see of the code myself.
But the fucking files are creepy, man.
Okay, that's fair. So, what's your suggestion then?
I don't know. Is there a way you can like forge a scent signal or something? You know, like basically forging a signature, I guess.
Oh, you mean to just like temporarily take over the ferret swarm?
I don't know. Do it in a way that accomplishes the goal, far as the dude can tell, the way he wanted, but not doing it that way. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, I think.
Great.
Probably.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, okay, so if you can identify where the real token is, you could just control it legitimately, and you can. I say with your level of hacking, you can send out a signal that makes it seem like that you've sent out the app, and then if you find if you have the token, then it's really under your control. But then the IT director doesn't realize it's under your control and not his control. That would require.
Yeah, we just need to find the token.
Yeah. So the token's going to be on a device. So you need to figure out where that device is right now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so it's obviously not in the power plant. Otherwise, the IT director would have just used it. But it probably isn't that far because this is a guard swarm. It was made to defend the power plant in the first place. Like beware of dog, but beware of piranha ferrets.
Yeah.
So it has to be somewhere in this area. So if you can think of a way to figure out where it would have been before shit went down, it's probably not too far from that location. So how would you figure out where that device would be?
So, well, I can think of a couple things. Does anyone have resources?
Yeah.
We could just see if anyone knows where a guard was hanging out at the time that this went down.
Yep.
Felicia has resources, I think.
Yeah.
That's 4 for resources.
Okay, yeah, you do know one of the guards who works at this plant. How do you know the guard? His name is Irving, by the way, or was Irving. You don't know if he's alive.
Irving probably has some friends that are higher ups, and so it's like you go drinking with your buddies. And he's nice because he always tries to tip, but he only orders like one drink because he can't actually afford to be there because he's just the guard.
Oh, so he hangs out with his bosses at the bar.
Yeah, hangs out with his buddies, but he drinks light, orders a lot of soda.
How is he very awkward around you, or is he oblivious to you?
No, he's pretty chill.
Okay.
I think he mostly just wants to be done with his day.
Okay. So yeah, Irving and like all your other customers. He talked too much around you, especially even when he got one overpriced Modelo in him or something. So yeah, there's a place that's not on the public maps, but there is a guard security station in the woods. And they would play poker games there, and it was a nice place to be. He basically described it as a man cave of a place, but like except when the beer ran out, which was frequent, so they had to make runs in there. But they had to keep it secret. But guess who had the foresight to get the schematics of the whole power plant, which includes a substation for security. So the token is going to be on a device in that substation, which is not too far from the radio tower.
All right. So that shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, you just got to figure out where it is in there. It would be on a tablet. It would be on a ruggedized tablet in the security station. So you just got to find the tablet, boot it up, and then you can reassert control, and then you can run the fake signal to make the IT director think that you ran the app. So, and then basically set the ferrets to recognize everybody in the power plant as as friendly, so they the IT director thinks that they're friendly. So the only problem is the IT director tries to command them something that you're not aware of and are able to mimic. He's going to realize something's up. But if he just sets them to guard, it's fine. So all three of you can give me sneak checks to make your way from the dock near the power plant to the substation. As the power plant, you can see it looks largely intact as you're walking by. Before you start sneaking in the woods, the fences are intact. There are people manning a couple of guard towers around it. They don't look like professional mercenaries. Aava, you can recognize some of them as IT people. So, but there's a couple of other people who you don't recognize. So it looks like the IT directors assembled a ad hoc army. But you don't know what level of skill they have. So
yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. So what
right, I got a 2.
Okay. Indy, what'd you get?
2.
Okay. And Felicia, what'd you get?
I got a 3.
All right.
So yay me.
You're all going through the woods, and now you know how to deal with ferret swarms. So you know how to avoid their detections when they're right now they're lowest alert. So it's actually not too hard for the three of you to stay quiet. Now it'll be harder to sneak through once they've been alerted to something, but you get to the security station, and it's this squat concrete building with a bunch of with a camo netting over the roof, so it doesn't appear so it is hidden from drones and satellite footage. But it is locked up. That's the who's going to try and pick the lock.
So that's going to be a 2.
Okay, that is not going to be enough. Do you want to spend a fate point?
Yeah, I'll spend a fate point.
Yes.
I'll just be like, fuck this, and just kind of jimmy it open.
Mm-hmm. You remember one segment from the lockpicking lawyer that really dealt with this higher grade lock. It is a professional security door, so it is a little harder to pick. But with a 4, you're able to get it open. And inside it is dark, and you can smell blood in the air.
Oh boy!
Yeah, it looks like this place has lost power. The lights are off, that's for sure, and there are no windows. This is a windowless building. So it is pitch black. Who is going in first?
Fine.
All right. Are you you're gonna have to use a flashlight, so give me a notice check.
Yeah, alright. That'll be 2. And I definitely have my crossbow ready.
Okay. There is a dead security guard on the ground, and you can see that a courier is in the room, and it is definitely wild, and it is going to charge at you. So
Fuck.
Yep.
Right, I'm gonna try and... Oh, baby! I'm gonna try and use athletics to dodge.
Okay.
That is a 3 plus 3, so that's a 6.
All right. Yeah, that beats its roll. You're easily able to dodge out of the way. It charges at you. You dodge out of the way. It's in the doorway now. Who's next in line, Aava or Felicia?
That's probably me.
Okay, so yeah, there is
Since I have some idea what we're looking for.
Yeah. There is a angry, blood-stained courier. in front of you.
I'm just going to kick it.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Okay. All right. He manages to dodge out of the way.
Of course.
Roll the 1, so and got a 2. It has a 2. So that's how that works, unless you want to spend a fate point.
Yep. I'm not particularly interested in spending a fate point on this.
So Felicia, you're in the back, but you can see this going down. It is outside, so you're able to. You could try and flank it and attack it if you wanted to, or you could try and scare it off with a provoke.
Yeah, I'll try and scare it off because, I've got these big scary cat girl implants. Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, just roll great. All your problems go away. So, you terrify it, and it is now outdoors. It was trapped in the building. Because it can open doors, but it can't unlock them. At least this one, because it was not familiar with how to do that. So it runs and bolts into the woods. Let's see. Give me a burglary check, Indy, as you go further into the security shack.
All right. What? Oh, there we go. Took a second. All right, that's gonna be a 4.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You easily detect you go into this room. This is sort of like the room you entered was like a briefing room. You can see there's a whiteboard on the wall. There's like Post-it notes on the walls and things like that. Typical thing for, shifts and dealing, there's a big map.
Right. Yeah.
But you turn around the corner, and you can see there's you turn around the corner, there's a break room, but then there's 2 doors. And you realize one door you start to open, and then you feel a little bit of tension, and you just kind of like look very careful, and you can see the doorknob on the other end has a string attached to it, or a line, like a fishing line, something like that.
Clever.
So the trap is still active, but you detected it in time.
It's something that activates the trap on the other end of,
when you
like, in the other room.
The door opens inward from where you are, and
right.
that will pull the string. You're guessing it's connected to something that will do something you don't want to happen.
Right. Is it possible to just slide my knife through and, like, chop the fucking thing?
That will be another burglary check, and that will be an opposed check.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to try and do that.
Okay.
Hey, 3.
Well, that ties, so...
Fuck.
Let's see here. And you're the attacker, so defenders win ties. But that's... yeah, I will give you a fate point and say the trap. You were not hit by it, but the shotgun tied to the string does go off.
Fuck.
Yeah. There's a very loud sound.
Did anyone close the door behind us?
No. It is now morning of the 4th day. That's your only light aside from your flashlights coming in. So,
why?
Yeah. So you go in the door, and there is another dead body. Looks like this person was shot. Also a person
just now?
No, like a while ago. You're not sure exactly what happened here. Someone set a trap and left, but left a body in the same room. So, but this room has a bunch of tablets in it and a bunch of devices. So maybe somebody left a trap to guard all of these tablets, which probably one of them has the NFT you need. So, boy, Aava, give me a let's see, I guess a burglary check to figure out which one is the one that you need. Because they would only
that's a 3.
Okay. So you start booting them up and loading them and like looking at their serial numbers. Like they have little labels on each ruggedized tablet with like a serial code or a name, and you realize that's associated with a particular coin tracker. They had a separate tablet for each creature.
God.
Yeah, instead of putting multiple ones on the same thing. So it's you're going through it fast, but like there's a lot of them. So Felicia, you're closest to the open door. Give me a notice check.
That's a 1, which I'm really proud of.
Yeah, you begin to hear some stirring sounds in the woods outside.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but we should probably be a little bit alarmed.
Shut the fucking door. Shut the door.
I mean, obviously I shut the door, but
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, you shut the door. You're now in this windowless building. And Aava, you find it. So yeah, you have it. It is got very low battery though. It hasn't been charged in days and was not like a top of the line tablet. Yeah, you think if you can get in a position, ironically, you actually do need to go to the radio tower to make sure your signal will reach it. So yeah, you'll have enough for one chance, basically.
Oh boy.
Yep. So yeah. So basically to get to the radio tower from where you are, you realize your best bet is to not be touch the forest floor because that's where the ferrets are. That's where you think that's where they are. There's probably some in the trees too, but you'll probably make less noise. So you can either go with stealth or with speed.
Well, my stealth is better than my athletics.
Okay.
I don't know about everyone else. Unless Felicia.
My
wants to
athletics is
distraction
better.
again.
My athletics and my stealth are actually about the same.
So you could also try and the other two teammates can either try and help you directly, or provide distractions. I guess to distract the swarm. So yeah, Aava, go ahead and give me a stealth check to start making your way to the radio tower.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Let's see here. Defenders win ties. I will actually give you fate point and re-roll that. So that's a 2 though. So they do detect you. They're very perceptive little buggers. So
Damn.
yeah. So the ferrets have woken up. So while Aava's making your way to there, Indy, what are you going to be doing? Are you following her? Are you going to stay in the substation?
Did we get rid of, or did we already use the bag of grenades that we have?
No.
Okay.
Wait, no, hang on. We can't kill them.
Why? Because we fucking need.
Because we're doing a job. No, if you found, like, say, a flash grenade.
I was just gonna say, are we able to get any grenade from the grenade bag?
Yeah, basically, the way I had the grenade bag is your first one is free, and then after that, there's a chance you run dry. But yeah, the first hit's always free.
All right. Wow, look at this fucking flash grenade I have. So yeah, I'm gonna like get the flash grenade ready to just fucking blind all those little shits as soon as they got their eyes on us.
Yeah. All right, give me athletics to roll it, to throw it in just the right spot.
Oh baby, that's a 6.
All right.
Fuck those things.
Yeah. You stun a large group of them as they climb out of their little burrows in the ground. They are part ferret, after all. So, let's see. Felicia, are you going to help Aava climb up, or are you staying back with Indy?
I'm probably going to help Aava.
Okay. So you're running with Aava. You get to the towers, so you can, Felicia, you can give me an athletics check to help hoist.
Let me do the Chris Redfield girl toss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I am going to use my cat girl abilities to reroll that.
Yeah.
So athletics, so you give me +1, that'll be a 5?
Yeah. Aava's a lot lighter than you thought she was, or maybe you just last couple days has been really good exercise. You don't know, but it
yeah, that's how the Redfield girl toss works. You just throw a girl 2 stories. It's fine.
Yep.
All right, Aava, give me a athletics check to connect. Hold on, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Not
ahead
a great way to start that sentence.
don't you go ahead and spend a fate point
Uh-huh.
and reroll this -2?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay, so I'm going to spend another fate point.
All right, what's your second aspect?
This one's going to be a friend in need is a friend for reals.
Yeah.
The first one was extremely expensive cyberware, and I'm just going to add +2 to that, so I get a 2.
Okay, you are holding on the tower, and you are at a decent elevation, but that took you time, as you had to after you were thrown up, after Felicia launches you in the air, you grab on, and you just lose all sense of balance, and it takes you get an intense sense of vertigo for a second, and you almost fall off, and almost drop the tablet. But so basically, by the time you recover, the Ferrets have recovered. So, Felicia, you're sort of in the danger zone. So you can, if you just want to dodge the Ferrets, that would be athletics.
Yeah, I get a 4.
Okay, let's see what they do. You're dancing around the Ferrets as they're snipping at you, but they are unable to get. They are building up though in intensity. So, and you're pretty far back. There are some Ferrets around you as well. Are you also gonna? You can go back to the substation, which is obviously secure, or you could.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the substation.
All right. So. Let's see here. The three of you, Ava.
Yes.
You can give me a burglary check to hack, and trick the director and take control of the.
All right. I'm going to spend a fate point on awful tech gremlin, which will bring that up to a 5.
All right. With a 5, yeah. You realize you actually set up a relay point so that basically whenever the IT director sends a command out to the Ferret swarms, you'll see it, and you can basically how much of a window do you want before you approve or reject a command?
It can't be too long.
No.
I think it'll auto approve after 30 seconds if I don't do anything.
Okay, so a 30-second delay.
Yeah, and it's that's probably a lot, but also who knows what the network's doing on this island right now, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you pull it off. You're able to gain control of the swarm. Tell them to stand down. To flag all three of you as friendlies. And to flag everyone else as a friendly. At least everybody.
And I've got that running through my arm, not the shitty tablet.
Yeah. You transferred the token to your arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. With that, we'll end the session as the all of you make your way into the power plant to meet the IT director in person. And find out what he wants next. What is the suit? And what is he really up to? Find out next time on Cointract Island.
So excited to find out.
Yeah. It's going to be very good. Yeah.